Hello community, welcome to a new story titled, 3 weeks ago I found out about my wife's affair with a coworker. Well, let's get started, and don't forget to stay tuned for new stories and updates. We've been together 10 years, and married for 7, with 2 incredible daughters both under 6. The marriage had been more of a cohabitation style for the last year, as the pressures of small children and pandemic etc. had made us a bit boring for each other. And she had told me in December that it was bad, which I attributed to circumstances, with the agreement that we would seek help. On an overseas trip October, no kids, that was supposed to be about rediscovering ourselves. After a big drinking night of some antagonism, I discovered at 5 a.m. her WhatsApp sext conversation with a coworker. After confronting her with my discovery, it turned out that they had been together improperly and doing it had been for 10 months. The response I received from her was shocking, emotionless, cold, factual, and most hurtfully, with no sincerity of regret or remorse. Such a different person to the one from a few days prior. It's a coping mechanism, no doubt, but she's telling me she just has no more emotional energy to give. We then had to return home together, earlier than planned, which was a 3-day journey, where I experienced all the stages of grief, all while she was just in practical mode. Now that we're home, we've commenced relationship therapy to understand how it's come to this, and seemingly for her to come to terms with how she feels. Now yes, you could say I'm being a doormat and should just cut and run. But even though I knew the relationship was not in a good place, it is very difficult to cut the ties of a 10-year union in a matter of weeks, and there are children not to be distressed. In the end, I can't see any chance of reconciliation, as unless she can demonstrate any sincere remorse, there's no chance I remain in the marriage. It's this interim holding pattern as I come to terms with the situation that's hurting the most. Especially as there's been no major response, no kicking out of the house, etc. I don't know why I'm sharing all this here, and not looking for advice to leave my bad wife, etc. Think I just wanted to share a living experience. It's so horrible. You seem to believe she cheated because your marriage was struggling. I'm thinking your marriage was struggling because she was cheating. This one, you can't fix if only one person doesn't care about anything and the other already has the replacement for you. That's it exactly. They cheat and don't like what it implies about them, so they suddenly get creative with the history of the relationship and convince themselves that they wouldn't have cheated if the relationship was good. Mine was a scandal. We were very happy. We had just moved into my wife's dream house. We had made a lot of cool friends in our new city. We had 3 beautiful kids, and your affair that started on a business trip turned all that into it was all a facade. I was never attracted to you. We were never even in love. You don't even know what real passion is. If you were no longer in my life would be perfect. So true, when in a marriage funk with so many responsibilities of parenting and making ends meet, and lover becomes everything her life is missing and the BS is everything wrong, in the WP mind. Happened to me, only when the divorce papers were in front of WP was there a hint of, what have I done? By then way too many things had happened and been said to ever come back from it. The NEX apologized to the youngest son, years later, for all the things she did to our family, especially me, because she was bored and wanted to spice up her life. Your relationship was in a bad place because she put it there. Read what you wrote. The past year was cohabit because she was cheating. Nothing will change because your problems started with her cheating and aren't changing because she doesn't respect you. You want advice other than leave her? Okay. How about wake up to the cause of your problems and get ahead of the freight train she will rail you with? Tell me you got evidence and confront everyone, friends, family. If she has siblings, friends, confront them accusing them of running cover for her because someone knew. Someone close always knows. Get what she has done out there so she can't spin it against you. My soon-to-be ex-wife is upset because I told my parents about her affair. My wife and I are separated after 14 years of marriage. Today she called and asked if I told my parents about her affair and I said yes. I said I needed to because of the way she has recently been acting and making me feel I'm going crazy. I found out about her 2-year affair in 2019. We tried to reconcile but obviously it didn't work. We never had an agreement to keep the affair between the 2 of us. In fact, I did keep it secret until now. I told my parents to keep the affair between the 3 of us and I trust they will. She went ballistic, stating, "You better pray your mom keeps her yap shut cause if our kids find out about our private marriage issues I will tell everyone everything." Mind you, there has never been an issue of anyone on my side of the family keeping a secret. Her side cannot keep anything private to save their lives. And, go ahead and tell people, I have a lot more reason than you do if you want to start spilling dirty laundry. She wanted me to call my mom and see who she's told and impress upon her the importance of keeping it from kids. Obvious I told her I was not doing that. She was very upset the kids might find out, which they won't, cause I trust my parents. She was very hostile, threatening and insane. She was worried about the kids and what if they found out. The texts she sent are horrible. A bad day, again, because of him. Am I crazy, or is this insane behavior from someone who had a 2-year affair with very little consequences until now? Thanks. Update. Thank you all for the comments and suggestions. I really appreciate it. I will take all of them to heart. I know I've made mistakes in this process and I'm committed to not making any more. My kids are too young to tell, 7 and 11. To be honest, I'm scared because of the legal system and how it favors mothers. Even though she cheated, she is the drunk. I've heard so many good fathers and husbands getting bad. I haven't talked to her since and don't want to. She's such a sociopath and narcissist. Thank you all for the support. You should have told everyone that your wife cheated on you. You gave her control and she is good liar. When they write stories for themselves, they will blame you. Don't be surprised if she tells the kids/other that you cheated on her. Keep those texts she sent. Document any and all abusive behavior. If at some point she tries to turn your kids against you, you'll have evidence of her reprehensible behavior. You did nothing wrong by confiding in your parents. You can share your story with whoever you wish. And you don't have to listen to her or engage with her. Make it mandatory that you only communicate via a co-parenting app and hang up the next time she calls to yell at you. OP, thank you, and I'm doing the co-parenting app in the morning. I'm done with their madness. You really think she is worried about the kids? She is only thinking of herself and her own image. Stop being ridiculous. You should have told her parents more than anything. The worst policy after the discovery of an affair is rug sweeping. Everyone should know about her disgusting behavior, and above all, both families and friends. Children also need to be told honestly why you have separated with words that they understand, such as, "My mother and I don't live together and we want to divorce because she doesn't love me anymore and wants to be with another man. But we are still your parents and it doesn't change anything, we both love you very much." When they come of age, it is necessary to tell them about cheating. By the way, did you tell lover's wife about his infidelity? If they are co-workers, does RRHH know about the affair? Stop being silent, stop following the lead of a lying betrayer. She needs to face the consequences of her vile act. You must do this not only for your own sake, but also for the sake of the children, so that they understand that betrayal and lies must be punished. This is your sacred parental duty. AP's wife is the one who told me. They did work together, but now neither of them work at the company where the affair began. My ex is essentially the same way, mad that I mention it to anyone. I just told him I'm allowed to tell people at what happened to me, and if you didn't cheat I wouldn't be telling them you did, but you did. Understandable and a mature decision to keep this info from your kids, but eventually the truth will come out. Funny how the one who messed up still refuses to take responsibility for messing up. I kept repeating that when she was yelling at me on the phone how this was my fault. Like an easy woman. You're the one who had the affair, the responsibility. You should tell everyone including the kids. Why should they not know who broke the family? And what's to stop you from nurturing a bad story? What do you have to lose if the word goes out that she sleeps around? What did you think about this story? Also, do not forget to stay tuned for new stories and updates. Greetings.